And we're gonna have some fun with the blender. So I've already gotten the strawberries ready. And we are going to blend. Gonna put I used about a cup. Actually, I used a little bit more because I like strawberries, but it calls for a cup of strawberries. And then we also need 1/4 cup of sour cream. And I'm not a big fan of sour cream, so you can really, it's just for creaminess. So if you don't use it, I'm going to use what it calls for, but if not, if you're like me and not a big fan of it, then you can use a little less. I like this. I can just throw it in there. I don't have to worry about it. And then it calls for a tablespoon of sugar. So we'll put the tablespoon of sugar in there and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Is this where I plug Food Club brands? Using the Food Club brand. Okay, we got the vanilla extract in there, and then we get to put some whipping cream in there. Now the fun thing about the whipping cream is whenever I first started learning to cook, I thought whipping cream was the Ready Whip, which you whoosh, and when you just keep trying to make the stiff peaks, you know, with it in a mixer, it doesn't work. And you just keep doing it and keep doing it. So my dear friend Cindy's here, and that's why I asked her, how long does it usually take to form stiff peaks? Because in this, am I not plugged in? Am I plugged in? I don't think I'm plugged in underneath. So anyways, if you use Ready Whip, it doesn't work so well. So then I thought, I'll try Cool Whip. And, well, as you know, that doesn't work so well either. But the heavy cream should work. Now I think the recipe calls for doing it, a couple of those separately. I'd have to look at it. That was one of the things when Leslie asked me to do this. I don't cook my recipe. I usually just kind of throw it all in there and throw some seasonings in there as I go. And this is going to be like the Ready Whip. It's going to keep going and going. We're doing this one first because you'll see it calls for it to cover and refrigerate for 1 hour, which we're probably not going to have that amount of time, but it's really just to give it a good consistency. No stiff peaks for me here. Huh? It's a joke. It really is. It's a joke on me, the whipping cream. Yes. It's getting there. The great thing about this dip is I've got on there, you can serve it with fresh fruit, but for tonight we're going to be using we've got vanilla wafers and then cinnamon graham crackers. Good for that as well. Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting there. It's what? Oh, she got heavy cream. That's why. Well, it's getting a little better. Now, normally in my kitchen, I would flick. I won't do that in this case. But we'll go ahead and get our blender going here. It looks like we're having daiquiris, but we're not. That's Cindy's night. She'll make daiquiris. rest of that off the sides. Looks very good. Okay, I think that's good enough there. I got it to a good creamy mixture there. You can see that maybe on the camera there. Woo-hoo. And then we put this into, we fold this into, I think it says to go the other way, but like I said, when I'm in my kitchen, it's just so different. I just do it a different way. So the great thing about this too is, and you can, a very similar, quick, easy way is using Cool Whip. If you do use Cool Whip, you can also mix it with the Jell-O, like a strawberry Jell-O, an instant Jell-O, and make a really quick fruit dip that way. Cindy told me that I got heavy whipping cream instead of, that's okay, it's enough, heavy cream. I think that's what we had. So am I in the camera here so y'all can see what I'm doing here? It's a good, quick, easy dip. The strawberries, calls for them sliced. I just chopped them, and since you're going to use the puree anyways in there, so I just chopped it really fine, and it was quick, easier to do. There you go. I'll sling it out there. Now, whenever we refrigerate this, it will set up a little bit firmer, but that's what it looks like. It's very pretty. And so we'll refrigerate that. The fruit dip, it should be good and ready. Now, fruit dip, the meaning there, the name, I think it's more for fruit for, we're running out of spoons here, Leslie. I need a spoon. For dipping fruit in, such as, it's very good in bananas. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Shoney's, you know the bananas in the strawberry sauce that's on the buffet? Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. That'd be good. Oh, spoon. Spoons. This will be good for dipping. Now it would probably need a little bit more time to set, but, and normally I leave some in the bowl for me to enjoy, but I'll get it all out of there. I'll try to get it all out of there. Like I said, me and the dogs, we clean up. We get the kitchen cleaned up. But, okay, I think we'll be moving it over there.